Welcome back, All the Smoke, episode 11, ringing in 2020. My guy.
11, I don't know how to say that in Spanish. Is it once?
I don't know.
How you say that in Spanish?
You played in Mexico, didn't you?
Once. I got it.
We got a special guest, man. Cole, we appreciate you, man.
What's up, man?
Thank you for your time. We've been looking forward to this, man. The fans have been asking, you need to get Kobe, So we finally got Kobe, man.
All right.
We appreciate you, man.
You got it, man. You got it.
So let's get into it, man. What is the difference between Kobe Bryant post-career and the Mamba, the killer we saw on the court?
Well, I think it's just, a lot of the mentality is still the same. The industry just changes, right? So the same focus, same attention to detail. It's even more so now because, when you play, you got to take time off. You got to let your body heal. You got to do certain things. In business and in creativity, there is no off switch.
Day by day.
Because your brain's constantly working, right? So, the similarities are there. It's the focus, attention to detail, and you try to surround yourself with people that are just as maniacal as you are about their craft. And then the differences are I don't have to put my body through hell every day.
Yeah, true. You know what I mean? Some of the things I've seen post-career that I love are obviously, you coaching your daughter and then your new fascination with writing novels. Can you go into detail with those?
Yeah, well, coaching the kids is fun. It just kind of came out of nowhere because my daughter just decided she wanted to play about 2.5 years ago. And so started coaching her a little bit, and then she made a local all-star team. And that's where we met the rest of the girls that are now on the team. And, they all started at the real kind of ground level, but they enjoyed playing so much. It just kind of grew into what it is now. And it's been a lot of fun. And then the novel writing really started just with the kids. The kids can't keep reading stories that have no relation to them whatsoever. And I don't mean just from diversity, like a color standpoint, not only just that, but from the fact that they're athletes and there's no story that kind of speaks to athletes. It's all there's princesses and sleep and Prince wakes you up with the kiss and all that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to read my daughters that,
Right.
We enjoy that stuff, but it's not, it's not reality of it. You're not going to sleep and then wake up years later and be successful.
Right.
The
process
you got to work. You got to work. So I wanted to create stories that I could read to them, athletes that go through that type of stuff.
Right. Tell me what it's like coaching your daughter, because I coach my boys. We'll be at the same tournament coming up this weekend. What is it like for you being on that sideline?
It's fun because I get a chance to sit and watch and ask questions. That's really my job and my coaching staff's job is to really ask questions, and let them figure things out throughout the course of the game. And you'll win some and you'll lose some that way. We'll probably win a lot more if we felt like we would micromanage how they play the game and call plays and sets and all sorts of stuff. But we really just kind of sit back and let them process things and figure things out because we are playing for the long game of them being the best basketball players they can be. But it's fun to sit there and watch them hoop.
I love it.
You didn't want an Oscar. We have a dream of winning an Emmy with our show. You didn't want an Oscar and an Emmy. Tell me what did that feel like to be able to say, to win an Oscar? Of course you wanted to be with 6 rings with Mike. Yeah. But you have something that he probably never get. You know what I mean?
One of these.
You know what I'm saying? Can't get one of these. So tell me about that.
It's different because in competition, it's a direct competitive thing. You know who your competitors are. You know who you
we got that bad
face. You know that. You know what I mean? So it's it's a direct competition. When it comes to the arts, it's not that. You just try to create the best thing you possibly can and then see how, in this case, the Academy responds to it. So it's very different. Like sitting there at Oscar night, there's nothing you can do. There's no need to be nervous. There's no need to because things are what they are. It's out of your hands. You did the best job that you could possibly do. And then you go from there. But the biggest lesson learned from is you work with brilliant people that see the world the same way and magical things happen. And that's true across industries. I got John Williams and Glenn Keane who have never met, but they are both giants in their respective industries, see their craft the same way, and you put them on a project together and,
What was it like for you coming into this business space overall with all your success you've had in sports? I kind of feel like that next step in life, people either they praise you for what you did and eager to work with you, or they're like, oh, this motherfucker thinks because he won 5 titles that he can do whatever he wants.
It's a little bit of both, right? So I can get any meeting, but then it's the follow-up right? Or I used to get things all the time where it's, come in for the meeting for this company that you want to build, these ideas that you want to build. That's all cool. And then you sit down and they're trying to pitch you on being on the show, being in front of the camera. I'm like, I'm not about that, right? So it goes both ways. And so what we've had to do is just build it ourselves, because we just got sick and tired of it. Trying to go out and partner with people that, act like they believe in the vision, but when the push comes to shove, they really don't. They just want me and my 20 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put that to bed and build something for the next 20 years. And the best way to do that is to do that ourselves.
Right. What was a pivotal moment growing up where you developed your desire and the tremendous work ethic I speak on and mental toughness that you have? What, was there early on, pick that up?
I'm trying to remember. I mean, we had a really competitive household with my cousins and, my father and my uncle and stuff. Like, we was very competitive, and, you had to really, really work to just survive. Like, that's with swimming, that's playing basketball, that's playing video games, whatever. I mean, it was a shit talking family. Like, when you lose, you not only lose, but you get embarrassed while you lose. You know what I mean? So I grew up in that kind of environment. So you had to work hard just to kind of keep your head above water, sort of thing. And I came into the NBA, I was like, man, these dudes really don't work that hard. It was kind of an eye opener. I was like,
but you started off young, like, we the same age. We grew up with, like, you had a kill list at 13.
I did.
And I know we the same age. I'm glad I wasn't on it then. I'm glad I wasn't on your kill list then. We was the same age coming up.
That's like that Billy Madison shit, like, check.
Yeah. Who was on your kill list at 13, bruh?
Well, Tim Thomas.
Yeah, of course.
Tim Thomas was.
Rip?
No, Rip wasn't, because Rip and I were, like, both nobodies.
Yeah.
So he went to Coatesville. I was in Lower Marion. So we were nobodies. So we played on the same AAU team together. And so we were really close. So he might have had a kill list too.
So the kill list was what, just people ranked higher than you?
Ranked higher. Because I like going into my sophomore year, I was probably ranked somewhere in like the top 200, something like that. And then it kind of went up 150. And then by the time I was a senior, it hit number one. But J.O., Jermaine was up there, Lester Earl,
Corey Benjamin,
Holloway, Corey Benjamin,
Mike Bibby.
You know what? I mean,
that was our class.
Our class was, I tell you what, the first time I actually ever heard E40 was at a All-American camp.
Yeah.
We were all hanging out in dorms. And back then it was nothing but Biggie, Nas, right?
That's it.
Stuff, right?
That's
it. So they were playing E40 and shooting craps, and I'm like, man, y'all gotta show me. What is that? What's going on right now? So it was fun getting to know everybody, and then seeing kind of where we've all gone since then.
Well, you guys played in the McDonald's game together, and Jack has you won MVP, right?
No,
Jack won MVP.
I should have won MVP.
You did win MVP, didn't you?
So, see, I'm glad you said that, Cole. So,
who won MVP?
Shaheen Holloway. He had like 10 turnovers too, bro. But you know what got him MVP? Remember the bounce pass to Lester Earl and he dunked on Voss?
Yeah.
I think that was the big play. But I led the game in scoring. I actually was 8 for 10 from the field, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. But our team, me, you, Rip, Jermaine O'Neal, and Shaheen Holloway.
Yeah.
Crazy starting five.
That's great. I thought you did win MVP.
No, I didn't.
So he loves the fact that you thought he should have.
But he said it. That's all I wanted to hear.
He wanted that.
All I wanted
we
to
were
hear.
talking about this before. He's like, Shaheen Holloway won, but Kobe knows I should have won.
I thought you did.
I did. Shaheen won it.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
It was dope, though. It was a great experience because our team, though, you got to let, like, me, you, Jermaine.
How many made a long career out of it?
All of us, like, you know what I mean?
Rip has some videos. Remember, his pops used to travel around with the camcorder all the time.
Yes.
And so he was showing me some clips from some of his old footage and watching us knuckleheads walk around.
I posted a picture recently of me, you, Mike Bibby, and Rip at the McDonald's game.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's when me and you first met.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's when we first met.
Y'all old now.
It's getting better. We getting better now.
We talked about this a little bit off camera when we were talking about Stephen A. Smith and kind of how the roles are reversed now, and he's kind of almost in a player's perspective where he's getting criticized and everything. Was there ever anything as a player that you remember that was said about you or written about you that really kind of stung and hurt throughout your career?
You know what's funny? All of it does. A lot of stuff said about me or selfishness type of stuff. It's like, bro, you can't win 5 rings being selfish. Right. Doesn't happen. But I get that's kind of become the mantra. It's kind of become the slang, the vernacular, or the running joke, or he doesn't pass and all this other crap. Man, that's okay, but I'll take those 5 rings.
5 of them.
All right, I'll take 5.
That's a lot.
I know me and Matt, and I know you too, like, I've been misunderstood, and I honestly feel like I missed a couple All-Star appearances due to the brawl.
Sure.
You know, and I've been misunderstood because you know me and he know me, and I'm not the person that they label me to be after being a loyal teammate.
Right.
What's the most misunderstood thing about you?
I think it's that, man. I think it's the selfishness or, arrogant. Well, maybe not the arrogance.
You have to be though. You have to be. You have to be.
Maybe not that.
You have to be though.
I mean, when I'm playing, it's a different side of it. I think it's the perception of the way I am on the court is the way I am off the court. It's two completely different things, man. Two completely different things. I mean, I can be an absolute teddy bear at home with my family, with my kids, and enjoying that family time. And I'm really psychotic about having that family time and making sure we're doing what we have to do as a family. I'm doing school drop-offs and pickups and, giving my babies a shower and doing all this stuff. Like, I'm making sure I'm there for them as much as possible. Right. And so, but on the basketball court, it's a completely different animal. And I think the biggest thing is, I see people saying, well, I don't like him.
You don't know. And what?
Okay.
Right.
I mean, who are you?
Right.
Like that sort of stuff. But it's all good. It comes with the territory.
Have you ever shot an air ball from the free throw line?
No.
So how do you feel that you should be, if you're a top 10 player in the league, you should ever shoot an air ball at the free throw line?
I'm sure it happens.
But you haven't. I haven't. I've never been top 10. I don't think if you're a top 10 player, you should never shoot an air ball free throw.
Are you referring to something in particular?
Just people, stars, all-stars period, because multiple all-stars have done it.
Yeah, I can only speak from personal experience, man. I've never shot an air ball from the free throw line.
And okay, you haven't? Okay.
No. Not even with my left hand.
Not even my left hand, right? All right.
This year will be, when June rolls around, 20 years since you won your first title. What immediately comes to your mind? Crazy, right?
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Long time.
Whoa. Oh, man. Shit. Nah, I remember just us, being really excited that we got through Portland.
They were tough.
What?
Tough. We had Bonzi on set a couple weeks ago, and he was telling us about that series and how back and forth it was.
He was a nightmare. He was a nightmare matchup for me, man, because I was really scrawny and like 120 soaking wet, and he would just try to beat the shit out of me in the post. And him, Stacey Augman, they really helped me develop my post defensive presence because that was a weakness. I had to develop that quite a bit. But I remember just going into the Indiana series, we were just ready. We were confident. We knew how we wanted to execute. We knew what we needed to do. And we just tried to take them out their sets as much as possible, man. And then, Jalen slid his foot under mine and caused the series to go a little longer than it should have. Mm-hmm. But, ultimately we got it done.
Any pregame rituals or superstitions that you had throughout your career?
Nah, I don't have none.
Just go out there and go to war.
Man, I go out and hoop, man. Like sometimes, like on game day, if I'm tired, I go to sleep. If I'm not, I won't.
Are you never
walk around? I'll walk around.
A pregame nap wasn't essential for you?
Nah, like if I was tired, I'd go to sleep.
Right.
If I wasn't, I just wouldn't.
Chill.
Sometimes I'd sleep like for 15 minutes on the training table before a game.
And that's all you need just to reload?
Yeah, because I'm already in shape. I don't need to sleep to be in shape to ready to go. Like I can run all day already. My stamina's already where it should be. So like whether or not I'm sleepy or not, like being sleepy and then being fatigued are two different things. I can play the game and be sleepy and not be fatigued. It's fine.
Interesting.
Lowest moment, like I know we had a couple low moments in our career where, it's either things we control or it was our fault. What was a low moment in your career? I don't really see you having that.
There was a couple of them. Well, losing to the Celtics in 08 was tough. But before that, like at the beginning of the journey, was not playing. So coming in as a rookie and saying, man, if I knew shit was going to be like this, I would have went to school.
Interesting.
Right? Because I felt like my coach, Dale Harris at the time, was trying to make sure he did not show favoritism to the young kid. And as a result, he swung completely the opposite direction and doing things that weren't really fair. And not playing. So like my first 2-3 years were brutal. Were nightmares.
See, people don't know that. People don't know that. People don't know you went through that your first 3 years.
No, it was tough. I sit around, I watch all my peers going out there playing 35, 37 minutes. AI, Ray Allen, they're all doing their thing. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, everybody's doing their thing. And I'm sitting here glued to the bench, getting really, really pissed off and ticked off, thinking I should have just gone to college. That was the hardest part. Yeah.
What was that breakthrough when it was okay and that your number was called? Did someone get hurt? You finally just started trusting you? What was it?
During the lockout season, when the season started, Rick Fox had plantar fasciitis in both feet. But he wanted to play somebody else in front of me, and that person got hurt. And so then he had no choice but to start me at small forward. And so this is when like small forwards were
big.
Small forwards.
Yeah,
this was KG, this is Sharif Abdul-Rahim, this is Pip, this is like, so I started the first 10 games at small forward. I think I started like 7 straight double-doubles or something like that. And then I've been in the starting lineup ever since.
No looking back.
But who the hell knows how long when I came off the bench before Rick didn't get injured. So
it's crazy when you see that, man.
It was really, really rough. It was really, really
rough. Especially too, like I said, I got a different side because I went to UCLA almost parallel when you came to LA. So I would see you on campus, I would see you working out in the gym, and I would know like, damn, this motherfucker's, why is he not playing? Yeah. You know what I mean? I looked at it from a point of view, like, I see this dude work out, like, people don't play, like he looks like Michael Jordan out there. Like I would see he would come in after our UCLA practice. I remember one time you had broke your right hand and you came up to UCLA and did a whole workout left-handed like you were a left-handed player. Yeah. And I was just like, what the whole fuck? And then the next season he came back shooting left-handed shots. People like, oh my God, he's this. I was like, no, he worked on that shit his whole time he had this hand in the cast.
Yeah. If you watch Kyrie get all that from you.
You were just mad?
But I'm not playing.
Right.
That's like you sitting down, you not playing. And you're watching everybody else kill the league when you know you should be doing that. It still pisses me off to this day because, like, ultimately, you know, what numbers would you have put up?
Oh, right.
Because everybody wants to go to that. Oh, let's go to career numbers. Go to career. I wish somebody would have told me that back then.
That's 3,500, 4,000 more points.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those 3 years of not playing and sitting on the bench and just watching, it's frustrating.
Tough. What personal growth did you go through from three-peat with Shaq? He's gone until you won your next title with Powell and the new crew.
I understand how to connect the team more. Right? I didn't have to with Shaq because Shaq was the guy that connected everybody and still drove a hard bargain, but he was the jovial one and connected everybody. And so I figured out how to do that, but do that in my own way.
Right.
You know, with my sarcasm and dry humor or whatever the case may be, and being authentic with guys, but still being able to build that relationship and understanding this is what it's about. And as a result, we wound up having the closest team. I mean, that was the closest team I've ever played on, man. It was, but that was the biggest change.
What was Matt like as a teammate? You know, I played with him in Golden State. As my brother, we've been through a lot of stuff on and off the court. Our moms were best friend. I was with him during a tough time when he lost his mom. So our relationship is deeper than basketball, but what was he like as a teammate?
Yeah, exactly what I thought he was gonna be. Feisty, tough, competitive, and not afraid of big moments. You know, and that's what I respected the most, guys that aren't afraid. You gotta have some cojones. And you playing with me, you ain't got no cojones, man. I ain't messing with you.
Well, that kind of leads me to the next thing because I think people think there's such a disconnect between y'all because of the shit in Orlando.
People really think that.
No, I wanted him because of what happened in Orlando.
That's what he told me. That's what he said.
He's like, I remember he says, like, anyone crazy enough to fuck with me is crazy enough to play with me. You know what I mean? So it was funny though because that was just a back and forth game, and that kind of just spoke to both of our competitiveness. Yeah. You know, the year before you guys had beat Orlando, so we come back the next year thinking, okay, we're gonna play the Lakers again. We're getting towards the end of the season. It's a back and forth game, and I tell people when I played you, like, I just look forward to it because, I mean, everyone knows how fucking good you are, but you mentally attack people too. You do your little Kobe shit where you're elbowing and grabbing, knocking the wind, elbowing me right here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everything out of me. Everything. I caught a dunk tip, elbowing me. I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm the one getting fouls. I'm the one getting teased. So it just came to a head. But like, man, fuck, I might have to fight this dude. You know what I mean? Like, fuck basketball, fuck everything. So the play was crazy because I literally just faked the ball and it wasn't like thought of or anything, and I didn't realize how close it came to your face. Obviously you didn't move, but then when I saw after, like, that shit was, I mean, like, your eyelashes touched that shit, and this motherfucker might have been the only person on the planet. Like, you flinched just off some regular shit. Like, I put a whole basketball in his face after we had really been going through it, and he just.
I would tell this story about, we was in San Antonio, this is my second time. I turned around to shoot a jumper, and you hit my whole arm. The referee's right there, don't call nothing. You take the ball, haul up court, right? So you know me, I'm always arguing with the ref. I'm in a full argument with the ref, but I'm guarding you at the same time. And so you start telling me, you better pay attention, motherfucker. You better pay attention. So I'm arguing with the ref, trying to listen to you. You shoot the motherfucker from the logo, net. Give me a look, then the referee give me the same little look. I'm like, so look, this one made it worse. Then pop sub me right out.
Of course he
I'm
did.
like, oh shit. He go up at 60 now, I can't get my get back.
Hey man, I just try to fuck with y'all as much as possible. Cause I knew if y'all, y'all coaches, Pop, Gundy, man, you fucking coaches is crazy, man. They're awesome, but they're crazy.
Yeah.
In a little, they like
different way, yeah.
Yeah. So I just tried to do what I could to take you guys out of the game. Even if it meant like your replacement, the person that was coming in for you guys did a better job guarding me.
Yeah.
Then I'd be comfortable with that.
Just to
Let them come in and guard me. Yeah, they do a much better job than these two guys.
First it was Bruce Bowen, then me, then somebody else. He's just knocking us all off.
And then you wait, and then you roast them. And then you guys are over there like, what the fuck am I doing over here?
That's how it happens.
A lot of long nights. But my whole thing with you was, to me, good defense is never going to stop great offense. I just wanted to make you work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, with me, there was going to be hard fouls. There was going to be no easy layups. If you shot fake me too many times, I'm just going to foul you. Fuck it. I'm just going to foul you hard. You know what I mean? And that's what I explain to people. Like, great offense is always going to be great defense. You just want to make them work for everything. So if you scored 30 points, I wanted you to take 30 shots.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So that was
we went back and forth in threes when we was in Golden State, in LA. I made the first team looked at me like, are you serious? Yeah, you hit a shot all second half.
It's gonna be one of them nights. This motherfucker got hot.
Have you ever sat down and had like a real off the camera combo with MJ?
Oh yeah.
What is that like?
Looking in the mirror?
No, it's fun. I mean, it's fun. No, we're really different. It's crazy. Like he'll compete
to you
with anything.
To you, y'all different.
I mean, I guess. I mean, like he'll compete with any and everything. I won't. I only compete with things that I really am good at. Like I'm not just gonna
compete on something you don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
He'll compete
regardless. He'll compete at everything. He'll talk basketball all day long and nonstop and compare. Well, what would have happened if my 91 against your 03 and like what's this that?
What would have happened in your opinion?
Come on, you can't ask him that, man.
I want to know, would it have been complete dominance? Would it have been a 7-game series? What would it have been?
What he started the conversation with was, I would have destroyed you. And listen, I just said, listen, just remember who you're talking to. Yeah. And he just started laughing. He was like, I'm just messing with you. And then we just kind of moved on.
That's dope.
But it would have been fun.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Just to even know that y'all had that conversation is dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
How bad? I remember playing with you. Your whole thing is that you said, I want to sit at the table with MJ.
Yeah.
Meaning you wanted that 6th ring. What did it mean not to be able to get that?
Oh, it pissed me off. But things are what they are. You gotta you push for a goal, and my original goal was to try to win 8.
8.
And you push for it, and you push for it, and you push for it, and you do the best you can. But then at the end of the day, you can be comfortable with the results and where they landed and where they ended up. And so, that's the most important thing. That's why I can be really, really comfortable with the career that I've had, because I worked as hard as you possibly could. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
You and Shaq were able to win 3 together. Obviously, there's been back and forth of what he was like, what you were like, whatever. But if you guys were on the same page, connected mentally, how many do you realistically feel like you could have won?
Yeah, San Antonio was tough. They were tough. And so like when the playoffs came around, it wasn't like Shaq and I weren't on the same page. When the playoffs came around, we always were on the same page. We just got beat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like we've the bigger question should be how many would we have won if the Spurs weren't the Spurs? Because you probably would have ran the table for a decade.
That year, he was killing. He was by himself that year.
He was lights out. Right? And so the talent, the coaching, everything in San Antonio was kind of a perfect storm. And so if they weren't in the picture, we probably would have run 10 in a row. And they probably say the same thing about us.
That's crazy.
You got a lot of young players that's reaching out to you now.
Yeah.
Your advice to them, like what you tell them, like how does that feel?
Depends what they ask. I mean, like a lot of them will come and ask about their game and things that they should do and things like that. And I say, listen, you know the answer to that. I don't know. Like, what makes you uncomfortable when you play. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing for kids nowadays is that they want to rely on coaches too much and workout guys, which is fine to have them help you work out, but you have to tell them what you need, right? You got to be able to say, okay, I feel uncomfortable with this. And if you don't know, then you're not as prepared as you should be, right? You need to know what your strengths and weaknesses are first. And then, I can tell you some of the things, some of the rhythmic things, or some of the exercises, or how much repetition you need to be doing on certain things. But you got to know your game.
Where did that come from, though? Because you see, obviously one of the greats, is where you rank, but I really see, with your academy out there in Thousand Oaks, like you open up your doors and your arms for players to come in. And where did that come from, that giving back wanted to come from, really?
Well, the guys that came before did the same thing for me. I've had really in-depth conversations with Jay West and talking about things. Same thing with MJ. I've had great mentors, Olajuwon. I've had guys, all-time greats, Bill Russell. Man, we talked a lot about how to win championships, how to lead. And so I felt like it's my job to try to pass that information on to the next generation and then see the game develop and see it grow. You know what I mean? It's amazing to look back and see what some of these athletes are doing now, right? Whether it's the generation of James Harden, Luka Doncic now, and some of the players. Like, it's fun to sit back and watch the game grow, and that's why I do it.
Who are some of the younger players or players in the league right now that you do follow when you get a chance to watch?
What's funny? I wound up, so before Gigi got into basketball, I hardly watched it. But now that she's into basketball, we watch. It's on every night.
She wants to watch it too.
It's on every night.
I love it.
It's on every night, and I mean every game. She asked me to get the league pass on her phone and everything.
Oh, She watches.
I love it. Everything. So, we'll watch. She likes watching Trae Young a lot. She watches Luka a lot. She watches James. She watches Russ. She watches Bron. She watches.
Who you would watch? She watches
who I would watch, right. I guess. And there's so many young, talented players out there. It's amazing. And when I took her to the Laker game, that's the first Laker game I've been to, I think, since my jersey retirement.
Really?
And we just had so much fun because for the first time I was seeing the game through her eyes. It wasn't me sitting there, as an athlete or a player or something like that, and then, it's like about me, and I don't like that. It was her. Like, she was having such a good time, and the players were coming up and saying hi to her, and and Brian was talking about her fadeaway and all. It was exciting, and she had such a great time. And as a father,
that's all you want. That's all you can ask for.
Yes.
Being a father with girls, I have girls. We both have girls. Yeah. When it's time for that first date, they gonna get that Mamba 81 point stare. You're gonna get the boy to stare like, look, bro, I put 81 on the court. Don't make me put 81 of these on you.
I think it's implied.
Yeah, it's already
I think it's implied. I think it's already there.
Coming.
And I think Vanessa honestly drives a harder bargain than I do when it comes to that.
Really?
That stuff, yeah. So you got to get past that line of defense first. Yeah, moms don't,
That's national security.
Once you get past that, now you got to deal with the real big dog, and that ain't going to be nice.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, but no, it's good. Man, we just try to raise our girls to be strong, independent women. You know what I'm saying? Hold themselves to really high standards. Self-respect, things of that nature. And you just trust that you've raised them the right way.
You and Vanessa have been going for 20 years.
Yeah.
Tell me what that means with the height of your career and who you are. What's your guys' secret sauce, man? Nothing's perfect, but you guys have seemed to make it work.
Just commitment and competitiveness of we are going to succeed. Like we've seen couples that have been like 85 years old. And you look and you're like, oh man, it's such an old, sweet couple, and all sorts of stuff. And I'd go and I'd talk to them because I want to know. And one at the time, the guy goes, yeah, it's great, but she just kicked me out of the bed last night. I was sleeping on the couch last 2 nights.
At 85.
I'm like, it don't change, man. It don't change. They've been married, 70-something years, man. It doesn't change. So it's a constant up and down, the ebb and flows of relationships. But that's also the beauty of it, and having the persistence and the determination to work through things. Very, very tough things. And we've been able to do that.
Commitment, though. That commitment means everything.
That's all. Last thing before we get out of here, the state of the Lakers.
Yeah.
With AD and LeBron, I think they've turned the corner. Hats off to Rob and the front office who've kind of orchestrated this team. But what do you think of first them as a duo, but then the state of the Lakers?
Yeah, well, I think people gotta should really sing Rob's praises.
Absolutely,
because they were like
killing him. And I was the one that spoke. I was one of the people, like I said, when I spoke, because you know me, I'm straight from the cuff. You know, even though I know Rob and I've seen him at games and we've shook hands since, but I was just like, you know, it looks like a disaster right now.
Yeah.
And they navigated through and put parts together that work.
But they seen the big picture when nobody else didn't.
But that's the point, though, right? It's like being able to stay the course. And you know, Rob and I have talked about that stuff. Like we don't talk about, you know, this move or that move. It's more so him as a friend is just saying, Rob, you've been there with me. Now it's just you going through it. And you know how we handle it is you just stay the course. All the storms going on and you just stay here. Just do your job, do your job, do your job, do your job. But man, I mean, what he's done with that team in 2 years,
incredible.
From the contracts that they once had and were tied up to what they have on this roster now. I mean, they're the biggest team that I've probably ever seen. Their length,
old school
speed,
big too.
Old school big, tough, athleticism. So they look fantastic. I think the biggest thing for them and what they really need to invest in is health. Making sure their strength training is where it should be. Making sure physically they're always where they should be. They got Judy over there. Judy's
she's
amazing.
over there full time now. She's one of the best.
She's the best.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the biggest thing for them is just health. If they're healthy, you know, it's gonna be a hell of a freeway series here.
Yeah, so that's you feel like it's going to be Lakers and Clippers coming out of the West?
It looks like it. It looks like it. I mean, that Clippers team is well put together too, man. They got dogs, man.
Yeah.
That ain't scared of nothing.
Well, before we close, on the show previously, I sent you a shout out. So me and my son's been trying to find this Undefeated pack.
Okay.
You got to send me in the right direction, bro. We need them.
The right direction is right here.
down the hall.
Yeah. Right here.
Depends what sizes they are.
You see, as soon as I walked in, the first thing I dust the ones off you got on. I'm a big time shoe fan of yours, bro. But the Undefeated pack, I need them. We need them.
We may have some here.
This is
great news.
This is Jack's begging segment. He always has a segment where he tells MJ I need my boxes back. So you were next on the list, man. But we really appreciate your time, man. Thank you, bro, for having it,
bro.
Spend some time with us.
I can't believe you two guys are doing media.
Yeah, and doing it good.
Doing it great.
Yeah.
Great.